Hello all, myself Dept, Assistant Professor, RIT College, Hassan. Today we are going to see the file structure lab programs. The first program, write a program to read a series of names, one per line from standard input and write these names spelled in reverse order to the standard output using I/O redirection and pipes. Repeat the exercise using an input file specified by the user instead of a standard input and using an output file specified by the user instead of a standard output. Here, in this program, we are considering the student names that should be output in a reverse order. This can be done by using a two method, that is by considering the standard input to read the name and standard output to reverse the name, and other by using the files, that is one file to read the input and other file to display the output, that is reversed name. Here in this program we are using the class called student and the public variable we are using is the name, and the F streams F1 and F2, these are the instances, and the file name that is creating fname1 and fname2, and the main program considering the character that is of name and int choices and n is the number of student names that we are going to enter, and length is initialized to 0. Then enter the choice, that is 1 for console input output and the choice number 2 for the file input output operation. Once the choice is entered, then switch cases is used for the choice. Case number 1, enter the number of student, that is how many number of names of the student you are going to enter. After you take the name, then that will be reversed. Once you enter the name, then that will be copied to our file name, that is file1, that is st.txt, and then that will be the instance of f1 is created and that will be in a output mode. Enter the number of students, switch case number 1. Here enter the number of student, we are going to write the names, that is how many names you are going to read, and that will be finally outputted to output mode. And then name of the student, where here we are reading the name of the student from first index. We are going to reverse the character that is entered in the name, and then the length of the name is calculated, and then it will be reverse the name using length -1, j is greater than or equal to 0, j minus, that will be reverse the name. And then case 2, if we are not using the standard input and output devices, then we are going with the files, that is file1, enter the file name which you are going to read the names of the file, that is in case 2 we are going to enter the name of the file that containing the names inside it. That file is directly read and that will be reversed in and write to another file name, that is fname2. The f1 instance is used to read the file, that is input, and f2 instance is used to output the reversed name that are present inside the file. If F1 is equal to F2, that is, if we compare the file 1 is similar to F2, unable to open the file, then break the statement while of 1. If the content present inside a file, then go on reading the content line by line, that is get line function name of 25. Each and every line will be read and then that will be outputted into another file, that is F2 file. Then if other than 1 and 2 choices, then if we enter invalid choices, then it will print, that is default choice will be invalid choice. Now if we compile and run the program, here enter your choice, that is I am going to enter choice number 1, that is enter the number of students, that is I am going to enter 3 student names. Enter first student name, that is enter reversal name is displayed, and then second name that will be reversed, and then third name that will be reversed. This is the first case. And the second case, if we give the file name that is not available, then it will give another to open. For second condition, going to run a program, then enter your choice, that is 2. Enter the file name which you are going to read the file, that is Depa, and enter the file for which you want to write the reversal names, that is file 2. Enter, the name will be reversed here. The second lab program of file structure, that is write a program to read and write student objects with fixed length records and the field delimited by delimiter. Implement pack method, unpack method, modify method, search method. Now in this program we are writing, displaying, searching and modifying the student record. The student in the second lab program, here we are considering the class called student. The public variables here using are string of name, USN and SEN. Enter data function, display data function, pack, unpack, modified function. These functions are delimited by using a delimiter symbol, and s of 100 and temp variables are used, and f string using fp, that is 5. Here f string, that is fp instance is used. Void search function, void error function. In main, int choice, while if the choice 1 is entered, that will be insert a record. If choice 2, search and modify a record. Choice 3, exit, and then enter your choice. We are using switch cases. In switch cases, that is if 1 inserting a record, that is using a output mode. Here we are going to insert the detail of a student, and the second one here is a case 2. Here we are going to search the record. If that record is present, then that will display that record. If that is not present, then that will be exit. The student record, that is enter data. What you are going to enter here? Enter name, enter USN, enter SEM of a student. That will use as a pack. Pack is nothing but a grouping together. Here this what we are using, the USN, name and SEM, those all will be delimited by using a delimiter symbol that will be stored in a buffer variable. And then after that after the pack function, then search function. If the search is done based on the primary key, here the primary key will be the USN. Considering the USN value, we are going to search student records. If that USN record is found, then that will be displayed on the output screen. Otherwise else that will be break. If the search flag is set to be -1, then the record is not found. And the third case is unpack. Here in unpack, if we consider a file, there we are reading each and every line in that line, and that file is also having the delimiter that will be displayed on the output screen, that is display data. Using display data, here name, USN, SEM, those are delimited by the delimiter symbols. And then if we want to modify those records that are found or searched, that will be modified using enter the modified field, to which field you are going to modify, either the name, USN or the SEM. Otherwise for to exit the modification. Here if you want to modify, then modify the name, USN and the SEM. Then error type, if the unable to open the record file, if the record file does not exist, then it will display the error. And exceeds the length, if the data exceeds the length, in that case also it will error it will return or exit. If we execute, compile and run this program, then insert the record, enter choice number 1, enter the USN 333, enter the name, enter the SEM. Again I am going to insert a record, USN 444, name, SEM, search or modify the record, enter the choice option 2, 444, record form, that is Akash 444 and Sem 6. If I want to modify that record, then give the which field you are going to modify. If I one, then the name Akash will be modified to enter. So display that. Fourth one, exit. Okay, search the record, enter 444, enter. Now the name field will be modified, and then exit, no, enter the choice 3, that will be L0, enter the choice, that is 3, enter. So that will be terminate.